Okay, guys, we are here with a bit of a different thing going on. We're playing some Legacy today, some mono blue artifacts using the power of Master Thopterist and, the affinity for artifact cards, Thoughtcast, Thought Monitor, and Emery. Draw some cards and go through our deck a lot. And another combo we've got in our deck is Lion's Eye Diamond, discarding Echo of Aeons to Timetwister both me and my opponent. We're playing Modern Horizons 2 All-Star, Urza's Saga, a pile of different artifacts. So, let us get into it. Playing a preliminary today, so it's going to be 4 rounds of high, high level competitive Magic. I think this hand looks pretty bad. We get Wastelanded once, we lose, and we have 2 sides that are kind of don't do anything together. We'll keep this hand, I think. Ditch LED, and hope to find an Echo of Aeons if possible off my Emery. Yeah, let's play Emery instead of Thoughtcast here. Not find an Echo. Start with looking at their hand. Lifelong, okay. I'm not going to play out the LEDs quite yet, because I don't want them to necessarily know that they have to, kill me somewhat quickly before I get, something to do with my LEDs. Diamond's a bit scary. Hopefully their hand isn't super nutted. They did mulligan to 6, it looks like. Alright, that's Expiration plus Life from Loam plus Mox Diamond seems pretty good. Plus Caracas seems pretty good as well. The Caracas is actually not too big of a deal because I do want to, go with my look deeper for an Echo, my Emery if possible. Not find the Echoes, let's play out these. And then Thoughtcast. Go Thoughtcast and shucked the LEDs away to try and cast whatever I Thoughtcasted, which may have been a mistake by me. Let's see what I draw. Okay, we can force will something. My guess is I'm going to get Caracas again. So if they Life from the Loam, I think I'm going to force will their Life from the Loam and attempt to, shuffle it away with my LED. As if they don't go, for the Urza Saga. So we'll see. So I do want to keep casting my Emery until I find a Echo of Aeons. I have 4 in my deck, so I basically get a look many, many times. Driz T89, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Prop rotation. I'm not going to let this resolve, I don't think. It sucks that I have to exile the Force of Will to do it. Oh, they're not going to Life from Will. Okay, it's interesting. So Emery again. Play this. Let's use this cost. How much is my Thought Monitor cost? It's still too much. Let's see if we can find it. We did. Let's do this. Let's Echo. Let's see if we hit something good. Hopefully they don't hit anything too good. Well, we got punished for cracking our second LED because we drew another Echo. Let's do that. Shadow Spear. And they do have Caracas for our, Psy or Emery, but hopefully that won't be too big of an issue. Last time I saw Ali playing this deck, they had only Mox Diamonds to get with their Urza Saga, so we'll see if it's anything. Let's see if they're going to draw for turn. Jukabog. That's somewhat interesting. There's lots of things they could have drawn that would be really bad for us. So just see if any of those things end up coming up. Basically, prop rotation, I think, is the biggest issue for us here because it finds Tabernacle. So I guess prop rotation or Tabernacle. Does this deck play any whole picture cards? This deck does not. It decides to play Force of Will main deck instead. We'll see. Akas bouncing my Emery again. That's fine. Box Diamond, okay. I assume they have life in the loam here with how they're playing. Make the most amount of sense. Potentially an issue, we'll have to see though. Their hand is not messing around at all. Let's see what I pick. Let's get rid of everything. I'll take the hit here. I think that's fine. I think I want to keep my artifact count high. Let's draw 4 cards. Assume they're going to hit my Ancient Tomb. Wait, that's fine. Here's an LED. Start off with this. It's LED. I think I'm fine. Hang out, there's a Saga here. Then doing this. Cast Echo. Layout LED. Just keep going. Basically just need to dodge Tabernacle, I think is my biggest scare here. Keep doing this, keep going. Layout Thought Monitor. Another one, try and find Force of Will. Kind of what I'm looking for at this moment. But I just gotta keep going with all my stuff. Because I just need to dodge a Tabernacle, basically. There's Force of Will. Sigh. Attack with full in the air. And if we get to our next turn, then I feel pretty good. But we need to get to our next turn. I guess I'll play out Emery as well. Doesn't really hurt me in any meaningful way, I don't think, to do that. So, I feel pretty good about our spot. Feel pretty good. We kind of went off there. But, as I said, Tabernacle can be a big problem here. Green, colorless. Valakut Exploration. I think I have to counter that when they have triple exploration. Oh. Obviously things can go badly for me if they get Tabernacle, but it's not that bad because I do have an LED. And I've got like kind of a lot of mana here. It's not the end of the world. Seems like they don't necessarily have a way to get Tabernacle though with how they're playing. It's taking them a while to do it. And they didn't go after Ancient Tomb. Yep. They could have Glacial Chasm in their deck, which would be somewhat problematic. I'm fine jumping here. We have more than enough Thopters to kill my opponent. I think there's no land. Paying costs. What costs are they going to pay here? Okay, that's fine. Wasteland. Okay. Now they do. Okay, so they do have the crop rotation. That seems weird to in the way that they did it. Seems somewhat weird the way that they sequenced that. Okay, well, let's see what we can get done here. We're gonna have a lot of triggers. I want to put all the death triggers on before I draw my cards. I think I'm going to crack this. Will plus do this. Get LED. Think. Let's go. That good. I want to keep my thought monitors and this thopter. That's going. I have 6 mana, so I can keep two other thopters as well. Want that. I'm gonna let my Psy go because they just Caracas it. So this is where I can start keeping stuff. Yes. 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 No. Say yes, yes, yes. Yes. Fuck yes. Just got to Rack's Leagcy again. Yeah. Then say no on Emery just because of Brockus. Get back a Thopter. 2, 4, 6, 8. So I guess this is. That itself should be enough. I think we're losing this game a lot of the time. Like, there's a lot of things that just beat us. Hopefully we can dodge those things that just beat us. Like, I mean, what's it called? Punishing Fire, I think, just kills us. Demius, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. These games are going to get a little bit difficult. Figuring out how to play them and such. We got out the sideboard. 4 Force Negation seems pretty good. Soul Guide Lantern could be fine. E could be fine-ish. Surgical Extraction could be fine as well. Warping Whale in the main deck. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I guess one Punishing Fire does just kill us now at this point, doesn't it? Because I miscounted. But I still needed to make this attack. Nothing can be done about it, I think. And such, sure. As long as I just get to pay for these, I should be fine. As long as they don't have like a Glacial Chasm or something to get me. Daddy, cool S. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Man. I actually have Force of Will. I forgot I have Force of Will, so not even that big of a dog. So I actually have a way to beat Punishing Fire. And some way to like stop my guys. Maybe we actually do win this game. Somewhat surprising. Exactly how I expected it to go down. Although Punishing Fire here still is good enough to beat me, I believe. They have Punishing Fire. Keep another LED just in case. Vent. 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 That's an interesting draw. They end up they end up having Punishing Fire here. Which doesn't look like they do. One. Wow. Very surprising how that game went. Very, very surprised. That was crazy. So I wasn't looking at chat necessarily all that much. Let's see what do we want here. Cluster Storm doesn't seem necessary. Soul Guide Lantern is potentially good. Negation with Phantom. I feel like I don't want all the forces. Battle Spear seems fine. Figure Foundry seems fine-ish. Not quite sure how to say. See, Retrofigger Foundry, I think we're not quite wanting to do that. I think I definitely want to keep my LED and my Echoes for sure. Do I want to cut all my Force Wheels? I mean, they have a lot of Force Wheelable stuff, but put an Earth Bubble. Heal for the stage. Probably do. Probably do. I'm just not exactly sure how to sideboard this deck. Chalisker worth it. I guess probably not against the version of the deck because they only have one Urza Saga, so I don't actually have to worry about like stuff on the ground as much. So I probably shouldn't actually have it. I keep forgetting that they're on the one Urza Saga, not the four Urza Saga with just shit. So what is the other cards that I want to cut here? I want to keep like my engines and stuff. Maybe I'm supposed to cut like 8 Talkcast. Go down to like maybe 5 forces. I don't know. I feel like I'm supposed to maybe have 8 forces, but it's also like super hard. Make that call because then I have to get engine called. I kind of want to keep this hand. But Echo, I think Echo is vital to the deck. Yes, I think I want to keep this hand. Basically, just wanting to force a negation their first play, and then just like LED Echo, and we get like a bobble out of it and stuff, and we still have an Ancient Tomb. Maybe this hand's just really bad, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna see if this hand can like pwn my opponent. Okay, I'm very confused about what my opponent's hand is now. Very confused. They only have like one Caracas. Okay. I feel like I don't quite understand what my opponent kept. Like, I'm really confused. I'll see if I want to crack this bobble or not. Sheer resistance. I think I'm gonna crack the bobble, trying to hit a blue source of some sort, and then like echo them. But they should have been Jukabog. Because we hit a blue source and are able to side here. So close to being good. So close. I feel like their hand kind of sucks. I think I'm gonna do this and pass again because we drew another force. And then basically plan to force whatever the next play is. Like, their hand doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, I just let it go. Okay, their hand makes a lot more sense to me now. Hand makes a lot more sense. I messed up pretty badly. I didn't think about them having Force of Vigor because that card just didn't make much sense to me either. Well, I mean, I punted there pretty badly. Kind of deserved to lose this game. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that card as a possibility in any like reality ever, which I probably should have. And would have made sense. Would have made a lot of sense. So playing out like that stuff kind of got me good. So they're just gonna port here again. Oh. Yeah. I guess, yeah, I made a big misstep. I didn't think about Horse of Vigor at all. Bog, sure. It's not that big of a deal. I wouldn't be surprised by Wasteland and start porting there. see. Yeah. Makes sense. Then start porting island. I mean, I put myself in this situation by not just going for the echo. I didn't think about Force of Vigor as a card. You know, reiterating myself. I don't know how many times. They're not doing anything, which is good for me. Need to draw mana sources of some sort here. Mana sources. The problem now is LED is so much worse. Because they have developed so much of their mana. Like, so when I LED, they have, like, if they draw anything good, then they just get to, like, do it. No problem. They sure have it. But I should have just done the LED and just, like, gone for it. Like, if they don't have any forcible play on turn 1, just kind of let it go. Not the greatest, but hopefully we can make something work with the demo. Soon they're going to port in step 2. Yeah, sure. Their draw steps are going to be a lot better than mine on average at this point. It's a lot of Rishon ports. Need to draw like another seed of sign out and play like Emery out, maybe. Way to get back into it. These. How's it going, Terminal Justice? Kind of getting choked out by the lands deck right now. Oh, they're letting me. This. That's interesting. Still goes to, yeah. Why are they doing that? Leaving up Force of Vigor? This game 3, now this is game 2. I'm dead now. They just crop rot for Dark Depths and kill me. Okay, let's not play like a baboon this time. Let's play it a little bit better. Try this out, see how it works. I think I want some amount of force tools. I'm not sure I can just play 8 forces. Then like my deck doesn't function very well. This hand looks pretty bad to me. It does have force. Its engine is pretty bad. I can't go like Island Psy. Like not against them, but against. I mean, force is better against everything, but you know, life and loam. Just lead on Saga here. I would not want to lead on Saga with this hand. I think I'm supposed to mulligan this hand. God, this hand looks like pretty bad. But I'm gonna keep it, I think. This hand, feel pretty bad about it. Feel pretty bad about this hand, but I will keep it. I don't know what they do. I'll crack these baubles or not. I think I'm gonna get rid of Dogcast and just crack both these baubles. Draw like an Ancient Tomb would be nice here. That's unfortunate. I wish I would have gotten rid of my sign now, because then I could have cast the Thoughtcast. At least they're having to use Ancient Tomb here, so that's not good. They're gonna Force a Vigor my see the sign. Not the worst thing to draw, but not the best. Good off the top. Some Ancient Tomb, please. Love an Ancient Tomb here. Yeah. Cast that. assume they're going to... They have Pyroblast here? I assume they were going to go get Caracas, but like just forcing that is pretty easy for me. And then drawing like an Echo now is like exactly what I want to draw. So we'll see if we can hit an Echo. I have double bolt here. Bolt push punishing fire. I'm surprised that it's kind of like, wow, that is not what I expected at all. That is pretty absurd. It's pretty absurd. Well, my Emery stays alive, which is likely because we know the last two cards in their hand. Yeah, that was a great draw. This one stage down. We get a Thought Monitor. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts. If they port us, it didn't port us. Thought Monitor. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can just Thought Monitor here. Yeah, I'm just trying to think, just trying to make sure I have like the correct amount of artifacts. I mean, obviously, if they had Force of Vigor in response, it would have been kind of gross, but we could still LED, like crack it, lose our Emery, and still be fine. I have Crop Rotation here. Yeah, this is a little bit what I was worried about, which is they drew exactly Crop Rot, but I mean, we have Chump Blockers and like other things to be doing here. So not just dead, but off the top, they've drawn pretty well. Cards we didn't know about. Wow, that's pretty bad. By pretty bad, I mean I think the worst possible draws in our deck. Or of a kind. Okay. I think I'm gonna Emery here. And keep this Emery and see what we hit. Another Thought Monitor. Okay, that's good. They Thought Monitor. There's this Saga. I don't actually know what I want to Pithing Needle here. I mean, I can just Pithing Needle Blast Zone. I may just want to Pithing Needle. I may just want to Pithing Needle naming Wasteland at this point as well. Because what is Blast Zone doing? Nothing really, right? Unless I'm not thinking of something. Like, Blast Zone kills my Emery over 2 turns. Like, I don't really care. Whereas if they waste my Myers Saga, that sucks a lot. I'm gonna name Wasteland. I don't think I want to cast another Emery here. I guess we could name Blast Zone because they can Blast Zone the Pithing Needle. It's also somewhat problematic, potentially. But, like, I mean, let's see, draw first. I probably should have bobbled that, yeah. I agree. Well, I want to bobble here. I should have just done it immediately. It's kind of a mistake. This engagement's not bad. Not bad draws. I know what they're gonna draw, so I want to see what the last card in their hand is. Just show it to me. Alright, so I don't have to leave up Force Negation. Like card cast. We know they're gonna be drawing dead. So I could attack with double Thought Monitor, and then be able to recast one next turn. So we'll just block the Thopter. But then, I don't think I want to do that, actually. Why isn't he abyssing you? Because if he abysses my Thought Monitor, I just get to draw 2 cards every turn instead of just 1. So it's pretty bad for him to do that, I think. And we could forever know what they're going to draw, so we know like how to prepare against it. That. This. I'm going to go get Soul Guide Lantern, I think. Seems correct. Just get rid of the Thespian Stage. Actually cast it. I don't want to hit. I don't want to cast Echo. I don't think they have any cards that they can draw to get themselves out of the situation. Pass the Force Negation. They stand corrected. I'm gonna draw Tabernacle. I thought they weren't gonna have any cards, but Tabernacle is pretty good. I just lose the Thopter here. Because I'm not gonna crack LED. Oh, I could have lost the monitor, yeah. I could have sacked the monitor to draw it. No, you're right. I didn't see that. That's kind of my fault. That's my fault. I didn't think about that line. I was thinking about a different line. Maybe people in the prelim? I believe it's 20? No, 19. This Mazavith is getting us because wasteland with this. Well, I think I want to just keep my mana up, and this keeps, like, gives me more mana, so if I apply more stuff to the board, I can have it for later. Really what I'm looking for now, I think, is another Urza Saga. I think that will shut the game. So Mazavith made it so we actually are not just winning. Well, we're not playing Karn, so that's why we can't find a Karn. Also, I don't think we want to play Emery because I think they're going to blast on Emery. I say no to this. And then we bring it back with our Emery. Back. It's Echo. Echo doesn't really accomplish anything. Just gonna play out my LEDs. I don't think there's really anything we can draw off of Echo that I really care about. Someone Ragavan's oh, no idea. good. Thinking if there's any way. Should fire. It's not bad for them. Drawing punish fire is pretty good. I can force negation it now. I'm at 21 life. Oh, I'm at 21 because of this. Yeah. Can you Mazevith in the like after damage? Like if like you attacked with this, could you Mazevith it back? You can't, right? But you can. Okay. Red element. Where's that? We're drawing some bangers off the top. It actually doesn't matter because I just need to attack any of these. That way. Pushing fire there. If they attack, they lose. So love for them to attack. Just need to find Psy. That's the card I'm looking for. Yep. Huh. Yep. Just thinking about how I want to go about some of these things right now. I don't think I want to Echo still. Get Force a bit better. They have Mox down in their hand. It's whatever their draw step is. We're at 6 minutes, so I kind of need to think. I kind of need to play a bit quicker, I think. You're hitting some bangers off the top. Lots of dead draws for them, but that is not one. Yep. Good question. It's Ali, so, you know. Let's see. There we go. Can't quite cast that. Oh, we can cast it. Yeah, I guess I'll just do this. Mox Opal. Cast. Extra mana doesn't actually matter. Oh wait, I just missed lethal. No, I didn't miss lethal. I was close to missing lethal though. Actually, did I miss lethal? Was I short? No, I did miss lethal. I could have cracked LED 8 Pithing Needle plus an artifact. That actually messes me up. Caracas actually, I think, beats me. Damn it. I think I had lethal there. Oh, and they had blast on it. Yeah, I had lethal there and missed it. I could have cracked LED 8 Pithing Needle replay Pithing Needle, get another artifact, and then have enough to get through, because I Pithing Needle naming Maze of Ith. Yep. And if they attack, they're still dead. Now it's just... You need to dodge a couple things at this point. You need to dodge a Wasteland, and then I think we win. You need to dodge 2 draw steps, I guess. You dodge second Maze of Ith, Ghost Quarter. Wasteland, doesn't matter. We have Pithing Needle on that. Yeah, it seems like. Yeah, sounds awful to play Mirror with this. But it seems like you can kind of cheese the Mirror because you could probably LED, like if you LED Echo to make them just have like a bad hand, you can just like win. I mean, that's how, like, the old Karn-Echo Mirrors were way worse though. I believe I have Lethal here. Okay. We may have almost timed out here, but we're doing it. They maze here, block there, and then lose the rest of the board. Activate here again. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. We know the last card in their hand is Mox Diamond, so we don't have to worry about like losing life here. Attack with everything, right? I guess I can just attack with all just the constructs. Should be good enough. Block 1, Maze Vith 1, down to the other one. Okay. We did it. That took us a while, but we got it done. We got it done. God, that was a grindy one. That was a grindy one. GG's. Alright. Let's go. We're done with round 1. Grindy one, a hard one to play, but we got there. Hopefully we can continue and win some more in the next round. See you guys there. Okay, we are back for round 2. Our opening hand looks pretty bad, I think. I think on the play, maybe I can keep this hand, but on the draw, I think I got a block in it. This hand looks a bit better. I may actually want to ditch Urza's just Saga or Thoughtcast. I think I'm going to ditch Thoughtcast, actually. Let's see what good old Tristan's on. Tropical Island Ponder. What's that? Let's see. Tropical Island Ponder. My guess is Bant, or like the 4-color control that Anzagi plays. I think should be a good matchup for me. I'm gonna not play out these because I want to, sigh. Okay, I have no idea what's going on anymore. I have no idea what is happening. Okay. Definitely scared of Force Will here. Fairly confused. I guess Swords of Plowshares would also be kind of bad for me. Ooh, neither. None of the above. Fan. I am a fan. Now I have to worry about them being able to like bring it back next turn. Let's do this, I think. Brainstorm. Not really giving me any info. Restoration. Not surprising. Tristan literally tries to put this in his every single deck, every single format. Also not surprising at all because it's really broken. Very, very broken card. Sure. Sure. Okay. They choose to keep. They chose to not shuffle. They're fetching, so there's at least one card that they wanted. They have Red Blast here. Somewhat surprising. What can they have? Fetch land, pass. Think I'm supposed to bobble again? Because most likely I'll find an artifact to trigger here. That will then get me to like being able to Thought Monitor for just 1 mana. Just keep going. Do this. And I'll cast this and sacrifice an LED with it on the stack, I think. That did nothing. Waste an LED. I guess I could have sacked some artifacts there, but don't think I want to. You gotta have like some sort of Terminus-esque card to get me, right? Like how do they beat all those? They're playing at least 4 colors, so who knows what's really going on? Maybe I was supposed to just sack some artifacts there. I mean, they're turboing out a bunch of cantrips, but they haven't really done anything with them. Nothing really impactful has happened yet. They just kind of have got Disc Wolf their hand. Okay. But they chose not to shuffle. Still confused about what their hand is. Didn't use Brainstorm last turn, right? No, so they've got a Brainstorm in their hand. Got Retrofitter Foundry here, I guess. And then, yeah, I'll just leave up Urza Saga activation plus Retrofitter Foundry activation. We could even, like, do some weird, like, if they do have a sweeper, we can even do some weird things with LED and the Retrofitter Foundry, getting, like, a lot of activations out of it. So, a lot of interesting things that we can do here. Storm? My guess is they have Terminus, but maybe not. Let's see. They do, it's not the end of the world. How am I going to use this LED and stuff? Because I may just sacrifice my art, like these Thopters, if they do Terminus, which they do have. Cast it. Get to Uro. Start with one crack here. Crack it again, draw two new cards. Don't think I want to do. Yeah, that kind of sucked. Playing Terminus. I mean, they're playing like just a bunch of kind of. So they just play like 4-color Terminus stuff with like Mox Diamond in their deck. All powered out by Uro being good win condition here. And I kind of thought, I was like, okay, I mean, we're bad to Terminus, but it seemed like they didn't have it based on how they were playing. That sucks a lot. Playing Ragavan as well. Okay. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. Turn late. I think I'm supposed to Echo here. Because we may just be able to, like, kill them or get close to it. Obviously, they can have Forceful here, which sucks a lot for me. So they do have. That's, like, the worst case scenario for me, obviously. Oh, okay. That was the worst case scenario for my play. That was the worst case scenario. I don't think I'm supposed to attack into Uro. How many cards do they have in the yard? That was the worst case scenario. Hopefully their hand is like bad somehow, which seems unlikely but possible. Seems unlikely but possible. Just take the hit here. Hopefully gain life and swing back. I guess their arrow back there. Oh. I gotta replay it. God, that Caracas draw they had was actually absurd. Caracas draw they had was absurd. Maybe I was just supposed to attack like before I had LED. The problem was like they can block with Ragavan plus or to kill it. Yeah, this is like the worst case scenario. Caracas is so good for them. Hopefully they don't have like swords or prismatic ending after this. That would be brutal. That would be brutal. We'll see. I don't want to draw. The attacks now. Obviously, if they have swords here, I think we're dead anyways because of how our hand looks. I think we just gotta attack with both. I was fine conceding to sword splushers there because I think we're so far behind regardless. It doesn't really matter. Maybe if we would have hit Thought Monitor, could have like possibly tried to go off in some way. Not quite. Did not quite work. Surgical Love here. Same as Soul Guide Lantern. Kind of not a big fan of Force of Will. Luster Storm is somewhat interesting. But not quite sure I'd call that. Shadow Spear is not the greatest here. Forcible like does some stuff. Not the greatest though. I'm gonna cut 3 Forcibles. Do this. Hmm. Okay, let's see if we can. I'm gonna keep this hand. I think this hand is like actually good. If it only had 1 echo, I would probably mulligan it. 2 echoes, I think it's fine. Let's cast an echo. Have 3 mana back. This is a pretty absurd hand so far. Pretty absurd hand so far. I'll monitor again. This is I guess what I would call doing it. My opponent said, I've never played against this deck before, it seems pretty good. I'm just like, yeah, it seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good to me, if I do say so myself. Yes, they are. I've talked to them there. And I do the one of Force and Will. Oh, I'm so good at this game. I'm so good at this game. If they just swords this, I'm just gonna let that go. The only card I care about, I think, is Terminus. Because or like some way to deal with my Urza Saga. They've seen enough. What's funny is that's not even the most absurd start I've had against this type of deck before, because I have a screenshot of someone wheeling me 3 times with a Hull Breacher out and then Karn Latticing me out with an Urza, 4-mana Urza out, all on turn 1. So I've had worse things happen to me after these types of decks. But that was a pretty damn good start, if I do say so myself. That was a pretty damn good start. Not gonna complain. Not gonna complain about that start. Hey, well, Sam does cast a Thoughtcast in turn 1 and has Urza Saga. Does it actually cast a Thoughtcast? Yeah, no, it does. It does cast a Thoughtcast in turn. So I think I can keep this hand pretty reasonably. I think Urza Saga is also pretty broken in this matchup, so it's a good draw. Not bad ones to see. Not bad ones to see at all. Don't think I'm supposed to LED here, though. Because I think my hand is just good enough, like, the Ancient Tune with this is just good enough to, like, not do anything quite yet. Like, definitely worried about, like, some random Null Rod effect. That's really the only thing I'm scared about. Hmm. What are they brainstorming for? It's up to you. Pass. Sure. Think I won't. I don't think I'm supposed to do anything like that. Okay. I'm glad I didn't. I'll guess this. If they want to counter this, that's fine. I have another Urza Saga. I'm not going to waste the LED mana. And if they counter it, then that's like cost them, yeah. Yeah, that's completely fine with me. Because I just like Urza Saga twice, play another Urza Saga, and like, okay, I still have infinite value. And you had a 2-for-1 yourself. I guess it's a 2-for-2 because I had to use an LED, but it doesn't really feel like a 2-for-1 for me because my LEDs aren't really doing anything. So it feels like it's just all upside for me and only downside for them. Like Espresso Tradition. Now that's some gaming. Tundra Taiga. Tundra Taiga. Now my analysis, yep. I can definitely do analysis of games sometimes. It's not, it's not not just a button presser all the time. Not just going 100% button clicker. Zachron23, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Pyroblast. Wow, they didn't hit a land. That's so good for me. That's so good for me. It's insane. I don't really want to crack my Urza's Bauble. I've got Misha's Bauble here. I just want to play this out to get like more damage in, because putting them down kind of low life here. I actually don't want Misha's Bauble now. Off of the opposing deck. I would probably agree, unless they have like some sort of null rod in their sideboard, which can change the matchup drastically. Yep, so we knew they drew that. It's funny is that Taiga so they can't like brainstorm into somatic. Alright. Yeah, Force Will, that's good to know. These are some good draw steps, let me tell you. I could just see them having Pyroblast. Wow, they don't. Okay. Just some good draw steps. I think I'd rather play around a Terminus. Yeah. Than like get one more point of damage in the main phase. Yeah, this matchup seems great for me. Game one seemed like somewhat of an anomaly. Like they had the Terminus. Like if they didn't have the Terminus, they like get absolutely demolished. Whereas like both these games are just like, okay, I'm gonna gain a ton of value. I'm gonna give you multiple must forces. Like, okay, beat me. Good luck. I have Urza Saga too. That's a 3-for-1. It's like Uro 3-mana 3-for-1. Okay, I'm gonna Urza Saga. I'm just gonna play my land. It's gonna be a 3-for-1, and I have Thought Monitor 2-for-1, Thoughtcast 2-for-1, Emery 2-for-1, Psy Infinite for ones. Like, it's just so hard for him. But yeah. Well, we're 2-0. Let's go 3-0 and maybe 4-0. See you guys in the next round. Okay, we're back for round 3. We're 2-0. Is GPA also 2-0? They are. What did they play against? Okay. I think I'm gonna mulligan this hand. Like, if they force Will or Echo, it's pretty bad. This hand is really close to being good enough. I think I have to mulligan it. These hands are not my friends today. Or not today, but this match. We have Echo. Guess I got rid of Ancient Tomb here. Kind of sucks. Have to hope JPA is not on his sneak and show stuff. Which looks like he is. I mean, I guess I have 8 forces and clusters. And a Hydroblast. The worst. He's supposed to get over the Saga Mount, actually. Ponder? Oh, yeah. Hmm. They chose to not shuffle. That is very scary. High chance I just get dazed here, but have to cast my spell. Yeah, I'm getting so many scam messages on my phone. So many scam texts and such. Well, not the funnest to have that happen. Show and tell. That's it. Your sneak attack. It's pretty good. Right? Concede. You got it, JPA. You got me. These cards seem pretty unnecessary. I quite want as much of this package. I can cut some out of it. The Hydro Blast for sneak attack. Maybe I want Pit Angel here actually for sneak attack as well. Put one bobble. Let's try this out. Let's see how it works for me. Hmm. Are you playing a modern deck? See, this is definitely not a modern deck. There's definitely some legacy power level happening here, let me tell you. I'll keep this hand. Not the best hand possible, but has some things I like about it. So, not an Echo. Overuse, so that may be. LED is not modern legal. So, I could Echo Downs here. I'm gonna try it. See how it goes for me. May just be really bad. I think it's worth it. Some weird flushes storm situations. I guess I'll play this out. I know we obviously get take a hit. Certain things here. Not enough for me to care though, because I'm gonna be cracking all these baubles and stuff anyways. Ponder. Okay. Wow, their hand is bad. That is so good for me. Shuffled both times. Doesn't have no land. E for 0. Okay. Let's crack. So drop forceful on top. Chill. Wow. Wow. I got punished for playing out some of my stuff. It's like drawing only lands. It's not good. Just because they have Force Will doesn't necessarily mean they have like Show and Tell / Sneak Attack plus blue card plus the thing that they need. So I'm gonna play like I can actually cast this Force Negation. Pretty sure I'm gonna eat 2 Thopters here, given the opportunity. It's good showed somewhat. Bomb twice, that's good for me. Good as well. Let's see this. Let's get Misha's Wobble, I guess. See what's on top of their deck. Now Pithing Needle. Sneak Attack. Back for 1, pass turn. Hopefully they don't have... Hopefully they weren't just waiting for Grizzlebrand. Oh, well, we actually have double force now, so it's not so bad for us. Um, and they can't really use Grizzlebrand anymore, so that's good for me. Sneak Attack doesn't matter because we have it Pithing Needled. Yeah, we kind of have everything covered here. Drew all 4 Lotus Petals, that's kind of crazy too. Well, I think I liked how I sideboarded still, so turn it back. Dragon Dawn, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. LED was legal in modern. That would be really bad. Very, very bad. I think so. It does cast Thoughtcast on turn 1, and that's force pitching the Echo. Like it. It's pretty good too. It's pretty good too. Record. We are 2-0 right now. We're in game 3. That is interesting. What do they do with their period hand? It's unfortunate. Wow. They had a double forceful backup. They just needed to draw the Emrakul, it looks like. Maybe able to beat it with Psy. We get lucky. Crazy. Crazy. Alright, we're kind of going off. Kind of going off. Maybe we can do it for lucky. So it's pretty hard to go from here. Crack bubbles. I think I have to take that here. Spot here. Trying to think about how I can win this game still. I don't think I can do this. I think we want LED here. Try and hit. Yeah, I'm trying to hit Echo. That's what I'm going for. Did not hit Echo. Do this for blue. Then we can't really hit anything. So I need to do this. Back. I need to leave this back. I need to sacrifice like everything here. No way to spell that. I think this is how I win. Try to hit Echo. We only have 2 Echoes in our deck, but I mean, I'm gonna go for it. Go for a try and win game. GG's JPA. They ripped off the top. Really unfortunate. They had the triple force of will. They had the double force of will backup for their show and tell, and they needed to rip off the top, and they ripped off the top on the exact turn that made them the quickest. Nothing we can really do about that. I think kept a great hand. Just got JPA'd. Hopefully we can. Hopefully we can get him in the next one. See you guys. Okay, guys, we're here for round 4. Let's see what I can do. The draw against Geruda. So I'm guessing it's like Geruda Stompy. I think this is a keep. So I can turn 2 Psy, have like forceful and stuff. We'll get to 6. That's fine. I want to save my forceful for like their big payoff, whatever it's gonna be. Let's get their second main phase, still waiting here. Shit. 99% sure they don't have wastelands, but if they do, then you know it feels bad, man. Saga. You can definitely beat her as a Saga. It's just stuff for 2. That's fine. List for 2 is acceptable. Psy. LED. That's turn. Okay. That's interesting. They attack, I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to take it. Lost that match off to the side that I was playing. Double Mentor is pretty good. You get to just do everything you want to do. How's that going? Oh, it's going perfectly. They're just gonna make some really Sagas tokens. Place you to the side out, I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play this. Cost 3 right now. I think I'm fine doing that. Seeing where we end up. That hurts. I think I'm supposed to play out Emery here. Lotus Petal. Well, I guess there's Retrofitter Foundry as well. I assume they're just gonna hurt the Saga here. Yep. Makes sense. We're hopefully gonna have a lot of chump blockers for the Saga tokens. Let's see what they end up getting with this. They usually play some amount of signets. They're not tapping correctly. They need to tap this into the Orzhov signet and then tap that. Signets are kind of messed up on Moto. That sucks a lot. That sucks a lot. That ruins my forceful game plan. Well, I can forceful this. So I have a turn. I have a turn to find something. One turn to find a way to not die. Deal with one of these. Probably involves. Very unfortunate they ripped that up top. I think this is fun. Basically, I need to find Echo of Aeons. That's my way to win this game. That is unfortunate. That is not Echo of Aeons. That doesn't necessarily mean we're dead yet. I'm gonna attack with the Thought Monitor and the Thopter here. That's realistically the only way I see myself winning. Is finding a Covalence. I'm gonna have to sacrifice these. Alright, let's find Echo, please. That's gives me some redraws. I think I'm supposed to do this because I can find something like Thought Monitor or Thoughtcast. Something. It's Thoughtcast. There we go, boys. There we go. There we go. We did it. I mean, they have a lot of redraws at it as well, but, you know, we're not dead anymore, so it's a good start. I think I'm supposed to do this in case I find another echo. This. I'll find another. Obviously, I have LED. Alright, we're just dead anyways. I have LED in their hand. They just gotta go off. Again, we don't have enough mana to get things going. Guess we could have hit LED. Oh my god, I actually had outs because I could have hit LED into Echo Aeons to go again. That was actually. Oh my god. I was like, I thought I didn't have any outs. So I was like, oh, I technically have this one, like, tiny out this way. And then if I would have gone for it, I actually would have hit it. Ugh. Big punt there. That was a punt there. It's my fault. That one. I don't think I want Retrofit Foundry. I think I want Dismembers. Yeah. As well. God, that was a big punt. That was a humongous punt. I could have gone for it. Could have gone for like the out to the out. Actually, no, that didn't work. Never mind. That didn't actually work. Forget what I was saying because I have to use the LED mana to. I have to use the LED mana to sacrifice again, and I don't actually have enough mana. So yeah, never mind. Not a punt. Thinking about it again. They showed me Cavern of Souls. It makes me not want to have as many Force Spells in my deck. Makes me want to cut some of them. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to cut 2 Force Spells. I was the only one to take a game off of JPA, apparently. I'll keep this in. Cast Unreal turn 1. That sucks a lot. Did not think that they were going to bring that one in. That hurts me pretty bad. That sucks a lot. I've been gotten by that card a couple times. I mean, I'm going to keep my hand every single time, just sometimes lose to Leyline. Just the way it goes. It's the way she goes. Yeah, I think I just lose to this Leyline, unfortunately. Chalice the Void. Yeah. Oh, I can't. God. This is crushing. This is just like dope loss. Yeah. I think game 1 was somewhat of an anomaly. Simmer's a saga. Game's not over yet. We can still, like, get to Sai. House 1. That's unfortunate as well. Although I basically have 0 like ones in my deck. Perfect. Alien got me good. I don't like doing anything, so maybe if I can get to Sai, we actually have a chance. Need to find like an H2 here pretty quickly though. Not quite what I'm looking for. Unfortunately, they like randomly have Chalice on 1, which actually hurts me like a good chunk. I think I'm probably gonna block with Emery here in a second. And so it deals with this. I'd like to draw a land though. Maybe I'm gonna crack this ball here soon. Okay. GG's. GG's. Pretty anticlimactic ending, but it's the way it goes. Sometimes that is legacy for you. Leyline absolutely demolished me. There's not much to say about it. Let's see, I wonder if he would have hit a land. Yep, nope, no, not nearly good enough. Well, may have gone 2-2, but this deck was fun to play. There were some interesting games and some very, insane games where I gotta really go off hard. And if you liked this video, make sure to give me a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch and Twitter in the description below, and tell me if you want to see more content like this in Legacy rather than Modern that you usually see. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.